How to get $10,000 per month with your independent freight dispatching business without spending zero money on ads. Ads meaning advertising, ads meaning marketing. So in today's video, we'll be talking about the numbers, how to get to this 5-figure per month business in today's video. And again, guys, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. We talk about business, we talk about transportation, and we talk about more specifically how to become independent freight dispatcher. So if you don't know, and maybe you don't have any idea about like, what are you talking about, Kamal? What's this independent freight dispatching, or what about this dispatching? Well, like, I don't know anything about trucking. Please make sure you subscribe and turn on the bell notification for one big reason. When I post videos like this, you will be notified first. So this is very important, guys. Let's dive in. And again, my name is Kamal. For those of you who don't know me, and there are a lot of videos you can just watch and learn a ton from those videos. This video today is specifically dedicated how you can get to that $10,000 per month with your independent freight dispatching, guys. Quick backstory about this topic and why I want to do this in a first place. And this is very important. And backstory is when I was, back in college studying psychology with my broken English. I'm still studying English because it's my third language, right? So what happened is that, I need to support my family. So I have a young family that, I have 5 kids. There are a lot of kids, so I need to support them. And, back then when I was studying, obviously I had my first baby, then second baby. So I would say you get nervous about like, hey, you are a father and you need to provide for your family. And what we're looking for, and you try a lot of opportunities online, for example, selling on Amazon and eBay and Etsy or whatever, just selling online. I tried everything, be honest with you. For me, didn't work, right? Maybe you're killing it with, selling on Amazon. Maybe you're trying, I don't know, different things, and you're selling, physical products, maybe informational products online, and you're killing it. But I try my best. It didn't happen. So what I had to do is like, I went the traditional way of doing business, meaning, paying a lot of, upfront cash and then buying, some expensive equipments and then do business that way. So what happened is that, back into like my college years, I was studying and I see that, hey, we need to study for years, and then, family, is growing and I need to do something, right? And again, I told you, I, did many things, and be honest with you, I failed it. But this 10,000 level was like, okay, if I can make 10K per month, it's like, it will be, to me, it's like, that's it. So if I get to that level, to 10,000 level mark, meaning with my business, like, that's it, right? But at the same time, what's happening inside you, meaning inside your mind, mostly these false beliefs, and like, you can't do that, like, and it's not for you, like, you don't know English. It's like, people can make millions of dollars, but 10K, it's not for you, so to speak, right? This is crazy. Like, when I look back, it's like, wow, that the only thing was holding me is like, it's my mind, right? My thoughts, nothing else, right? Nothing impossible when you just think big, right? So I was like, okay, I started doing, calculating these things. And again, I jumped into the business. I started doing business. But then, I started with the trucking company, which is, Prime Express LLC. I started buying, trucks. And I started with, my career side of a business. So as I said, buying, expensive equipments. And then, this is how I started, traditional way of doing business. And you can watch I have the video. So I posted last week on Friday. So that video will give you the in-depth, story about how I did and how I failed it actually. So, and then how I switched from being a carrier, start just, offering my independent freight dispatching business. And I started calculating, and obviously I paid a lot of money. I started, earning some money, and I paid a lot of money to coaches and mentors that they will teach me one thing only: marketing. Because guys, if you know marketing, that's it, right? So you'll be killing with your business. You'll make a lot of money. For most of us, right, and carriers right now, why they're not going out of, their offices and look for, direct shippers, or, get more book of business, the number one reason is that they don't know how to do marketing. you know, I was guilty. I didn't know back then. I didn't know anything about marketing, anything about marketing strategies and tactics and, execution. I didn't know anything. So when I started, like, working with my mentors, working with my coaches, and then I realized, okay, this is how we get there. In not only, 4 or 5 figure business, it's like go to 6 level, go to 7, figure business, and go up to 8 figure business, and eventually or potentially or ultimately go to the 9 figure, which is crazy. And again, I've seen a lot of people making, between 5 and 6 figures per month. And I have seen people, this is very crazy, and I've seen these people in this space making a million, watch, million, making a 7 figure business, think about, per day. Guys, I was very skeptical about this. I don't know. I attended a lot of marketing, the conferences. I've been I took a lot of courses, and I paid a lot of money to be in mastermind. And it's like, wow, I was thinking very, very, like, I was thinking like so low or small. I wasn't able to like think big. That was like, oh, well, I'm missing a lot of, opportunities. So what happens is that I'll do my best. And again, getting to like 6, 7 figure business, maybe you're skeptical, maybe, the thoughts, and maybe you have this fear of, failure, maybe this fear of like, I won't be able to succeed in this business. Like, I am the example I'm running in front of you, right? So if I can do it, you can do it. So in this slide that I prepared for you guys, I break it down everything for you. This is what I found, and this what I paid a lot of money so I can learn this and implement my business. I'll share with you. And again, we don't have, that much, we don't have too much time so that we can go, in details. And again, days, so that we can go into like strategy and actually, the executing the tactics on a strategy. But this is the main theme. This is how it works. So everything boils down to 3 things, and I will cover, in this video real quick. So the number 1 is obviously you must pick a niche, right? Which is your marketing. Now, I've been saying this over and over and over again. I can't emphasize enough of importance of choosing or picking one market. This is very important, guys. I see a lot of people failing in this business just because they trying like, going into, many markets out there. They are in the reefer market. They're in the flatbed market. They're in the drive-in market. Then they trying to be in the box truck business, which is like totally different level. And then obviously car hauling, and they're combining, trying to find, ways to succeed in business. It's not going to happen, guys. And this is like think about, who chases 2 rabbits catches none. This is like clearly said, or well said, right? So pick one market. I'll keep it simple, straightforward. Keep one market, which is flatbed. And why flatbed? You can make a lot of money in the flatbed market. That's, that's a fact. Go see and do your research. So the number of trucks is important. The number 5 plays a huge role in this like 10K mark per month with your business, and obviously marketing message, right? And we will break it down and we'll go into details talking about these numbers. Very important. Keep in mind, one truck, can generate up to 35,000 per month gross. It's not per week. It's not per year. It's not quarterly, or, not even in 6 months. It's just 1 month. 30 days. Flatbed truck can generate up to 40,000, right? It can happen up to 40,000, but I take in average, you can make 35,000 per month gross revenue. So then 35K multiplied by 5 trucks, then we have $175,000 per month business for, and again, gross revenue for the carrier with 5 trucks. And again, this is very important. It's just, one carrier. Now what happens is that you will ask a lot of questions about this, right? So maybe you're thinking right now, like, Kamal, what if, I have one owner operator and he has only 1 truck? I don't care. I don't work with owner operator who has 1 truck. It's very important. In the next slide, you will realize that how this important. So maybe you're asking like, Kamal, what if like this guy has 3 trucks? I don't care. Your marketing message. How many trucks? 5 trucks. Your marketing message. How many carriers? 1 carrier. So I'm a carrier right in front of you. I have 4 trucks, right? I'm closing this business, just in another topic for another day, but 4 trucks. That means you need a carrier who owns 5 trucks. This is very important, right? So then Kamal, like there will be people approaching me with 2 trucks. There'll be a guy approaching me with 3 trucks. You don't work with them, right? Just done. Like what you're looking for, like, if you want to get there fast, this is what you want to do. And I was there. I know. I didn't want to like miss opportunities with those trucks. I want to serve them. But then you have this ideal client in your mind, right? So I want to work with this guy. This guy owns 5 trucks. That's it. I want to work with him. That's golden. That is like your ideal customers. This guy owns 5 trucks and I want to work with this client. Nobody else, right? You're eliminating the noise. This is very important. Keep in mind, this is very important. And now, so this is clear, obviously. Now what we're going to do is that we'll talk about the messaging, right? And this is very important. See, before I get there, this is very important. Please take notes. This is super important. The message, the marketing message you will have online or out there trying to promote your business, you must have one market and then you must have one client at a time. So you must have one carrier and one ideal customer, and you want to directly speak to them. Hey, carriers with 5 trucks. See the language? Hey, carrier with 5 trucks. See? So this is very powerful. It's not, hey, carriers, I have dispatching business. Hey, carriers, I have, independent freight dispatching service. Who cares? Right? So for, example purpose, marketing message. Hey, carrier with 5 trucks, listen to me. Listen what I have to say to you. This is very important. And then I have the formula that, I'll share with you. And again, guys, I spent years learning these. And again, you get in 20, 15 minutes, I don't know, about 40 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there, but I invested a lot of money to learn this that I'm about to show you, the marketing message. This is so powerful. And obviously you'll get it for free. And why is it I'm sharing with you? Because I really want to deliver the value to you guys, right? If you want to work with me, that's fine. If you don't, it's okay. You can just take it and you'll be killing it with your business. I'm okay with that. Maybe one day you can, come back and say, hey, Kamal, let me give you a testimony because I learned something from this video and I implemented it and I made a lot of money. This formula, the internet marketers been testing, I would say, for years, and they're still testing it. But they found one thing, that theme works, right? So they have this formula. They said, like, we need to cut all these noises. So we need to cut all this excess fat and get to the meat. So this is what it's working, right? The formula that I'm about to share with you, it works. You just plug and play. Okay, so be with me and I will go over with you real quick. So here you go, the marketing message. And this is the formula. And again, just bear with me. Maybe you're confused, like, Kamal, I see this, I help do get by without, like, what is it? The way the human mind works, right? It's just step by step. It needs to be like, the thing about to do or whatever the action you want me to do for you or do it for you, in my mind, like I must get clear about whatever the instructions you have. And obviously in communication, there's like, patterns and frameworks, and like, it's basically guiding you and using this formula saying, hey, this is what I do, right? This is what I do for you to get whatever you want to go, or the desired, situation, or desired, whatever, like you want to go from point A to point B, right? Your desired state, let's call it that way. You want to go there. I'll help you by doing something without the objection that you don't want to do it. I'll go in details. I'll just, give you some examples, and it will be, clear by the end of this video. So just bear with me. One thing that you need to understand when you promote your businesses is that confused minds, write this down. This is very important. Confused minds don't buy. For example, if you're selling to me your independent freight dispatching business, and we're over the phone, maybe on a Zoom call or something like that, if I confused and it's not clear, I'm not going to buy it. Simple as that. And so what this formula does is that it helps human mind get clear on whatever the thing you're selling, or whatever the services you're trying to sell to me, right? And here's how it goes. So you can say, I help, we help, depends if you have, team. I help carriers with 5 trucks. Remember, we're targeting, see, the keyword here is targeting specific audience. So these guys, carriers who own 5 trucks. So according to studies, I found that in the United States, in average, small trucking companies, in average in the trucking space, a carrier owns in average 6 or 7 trucks. So maybe you're thinking like there's some carriers like 10, 15, 20, 100, I don't know, thousands of trucks. There are some carriers, but in average, 6 to 7 trucks per carrier. So that should say something to you, right? There's a lot of money to be made. So that means there are a lot of carriers out there with 5 trucks. Okay? So I help carriers with 5 trucks. This is very important. This number 5 trucks, very important. I help carriers with 5 trucks. Do what? Get what? Right? So they'll be asking questions in their mind. You're helping them, right? So I help carriers with 5 trucks get consistent, high-paying loads. And this buy is whatever what we call in marketing, unique selling proposition you have. So you're different from other people. How? You're doing something different, right? So you have developed a framework. Maybe you develop a process. Maybe you develop a system that helps people get there, right? And again, get there is the desired state. Maybe this carrier has 5 trucks and he want to go, I don't know, owning a fleet of 20, 25 trucks. So you as a dispatcher help him get there, right? So this buy is the system, is the framework, is the process, right? Whatever you have unique and I don't. He doesn't, she doesn't, but you do, right? So you own this framework, this process, this system, and this is why people will, buy your services, okay? And people usually don't want to do it. The obstacles, for example, right? The objections. I don't want to do it, right? I would have done this if there's no cold calling, for example. I will do it if there's no cold calling. I will do it if I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. That's what it is. So I'll help you with that. Just bear with me. I help carriers with 5 trucks get high-paying, consistent freight or loads by implementing tri-hal principles, X, Y, and Z systems, right? 4-step, whatever the framework. See that, right? So this is unique. Without cold calling, without contacting brokers, without using load boards, without using direct shippers, whatever that is, you put it over here. And obviously you need to talk to carriers with their objections. What about their objections, right? You must learn about their objections. So think about like how you can help them, get direct shippers, but without, without doing the cold call actually. So without leaving their office, maybe you were good at internet marketing. See that? So once you have this marketing message, you basically take this to the world and start promoting this, and people will find you, right? So if you're one of my students watching this, you'll use the ultimate conversion script and close the deal. One more time, I'll go over this. Okay. So I help do or get by doing something, unique systems or frameworks or processes without obstacles. Think about like objections that your carriers don't want to do it. Your carriers don't want to talk to brokers. Think about it. That is one objection. Most carriers don't want to talk to a broker. Most carriers don't want to talk, over the phone, doing cold calling, for example. You can do for them, right? So most carriers, they don't want to, leave their offices. They want to, run their businesses, inside their, offices. Think about, or from home or whatever. Okay. So I help carriers with 5 trucks again get direct shipper freight by implementing X, Y, and Z framework that we developed without doing cold call or without cold calling the lead or the perspective. So once you have this message, and this is what happens. So now you drafted your marketing message and you craft it, and now you finalized it, you optimize it, you have the marketing message, and you can just go there and go out there and start promoting it. So now people will be calling you, obviously, because of the message. So that message speaks directly to them. So think about owner operator with 1 truck reading your marketing message. He won't be calling you, and you don't need him, right? So let him do his business, because like you have scope of like you're targeting people, and within that scope you have limited people, right? There is the money. I'm showing to you, I'm giving you everything you need. Just focus on that and target those people and go there. Once you have that scope, right, it's narrowed, you have that scope, and then people will be calling you because of the messaging. Hey, I have about like 5 trucks, what do you have to offer? Let's do business, right? So this is how it works. In order to get 10,000 level, instead of focusing on like how many owner operators I get, like I need 5 or 6 carriers, think about now it's easy to get 1 carrier with 5 trucks. See that? The point is, you don't need 5 different carriers with 1 truck each. You're just getting 1, right? You just convince 1 carrier, and you get to up to this level, and you charge 10K. Okay, whatever the service is. And again, for my students, I have the ultimate conversion script, how to close the deal. But if you're not my student, then you can develop a script that you can close on the carriers. And obviously, you need to kind of test and then split test and A/B test or whatever you want to do, so that you can get the finalized, the battle tested script that it works, right? And obviously, it's not going to happen within like 2, 10, 100, 200, maybe 1,000 calls. It needs to be like thousands of calls. So then you can learn from them and you craft. And we have done it. We have the ultimate conversion script. And again, we're not selling it separately. Please don't ask. I get a lot of emails when I mention the ultimate conversion script. That is the golden, and we save for our paid students. So that's it, guys. This is what happens, right? So you have the marketing message, you start marketing, and you get like just 1. And again, you focus on only 1 carrier, just 1. He owns 5 trucks. A lot of them, hundreds of thousands of carriers out there with 5 trucks. Trust me, right? So you go there, and then an average flatbed truck in the flatbed market can make about 35K in average. And this is where you charge 10,000 for 5 trucks. So I'll be serving you, right? Making this money, right? In average, and you pay me 10K. That's it. No percentage, nothing. I'll be doing dispatch. It should be on your agreement. And again, guys, when I say agreement, please, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a CPA. This whole thing, the whole YouTube channel that I have, is for educational purpose only. So please use information for the education purposes only, but you make your own decisions. Okay. So the agreements, we worked with, small business attorneys to draft the contract. Now we templated it so that our students can use it. But please don't go on Google and search for the template that you can use for your business. It's your business. You need to treat like, I don't know, it's like, treat like it's a real business. Maybe you're just starting out and you're thinking like, I can use templates found online. But at least what you can do is that you take that and then go to, and hire a small business attorney and say, hey, just go over this. I want to add some policies. It must be like specifically designed for your business. This is very important, right? So that being said, you just on your, dispatcher carrier agreement, say that, hey, I'll be making an average about 175K. And this is what you pay, 10K. This is how we get to 10K level. Maybe you're asking like, Kamal, how fast I can go there? You can go within a month, maybe within 10 years. I don't know. It depends on your actions. It depends on your knowledge, right? It depends how you will execute the information that I gave you or giving to you. So this is very important. A lot of students that implement this, they get pretty quickly to the desired goal. And again, guys, thank you for watching. And there will be a link below this video. There's some free resources for you guys. And then obviously there is a paid course if you want to just join me. And then if you want my help to build your business, there will be a link. Please let me know. If you want to join, you can join. If you have questions, please comment below this video. I'll be there with my team, and then we'll be helping you with your questions. So that being said, thank you, and I'll see you on the next video.